become emotionally dangerous. Most people think emotional control means staying calm. They think it means suppressing anger, hiding fear, pretending nothing affects them. But here is the truth. The more you try to control your reactions, the more predictable you become. And the moment someone can predict you, they can control you. Because control doesn't come from force. It comes from knowing exactly which button to press and when to press it. Think about the last time someone got under your skin. Maybe it was a comment, a tone, a look, something small. But it hit you, and before you even had time to think, you reacted. Your face changed, your voice shifted, your body tightened, and in that moment, they had access to you. Not because they were stronger, but because your system was exposed. Most people spend their entire lives trying to fix this at the surface. They try to manage emotions, control reactions, calm themselves down after the fact. But that is like standing at the end of a factory line, throwing away broken products, while the machine keeps producing more. Nothing actually changes. The real shift happens when you stop managing reactions and start redesigning the system that produces them. Because once the system changes, the reactions disappear on their own. And when that happens, you don't look strong. You become unreachable. Over the next few minutes, you're going to see exactly how that works. Not motivational advice, not surface-level hacks, but structural changes, the kind that make you impossible to read, impossible to trigger, and impossible to control. Everything starts here, because right now, your entire emotional life runs on a chain reaction. Something happens. Someone says something disrespectful. Something unexpected hits your environment, and instantly, your brain fires an emotion. Anger, fear, embarrassment, and almost immediately after that, you react. Stimulus, emotion, reaction. It happens so fast, you don't even realize there was a process. You think, this is just who I am, but it's not who you are. It's just a pattern, and patterns can be broken. The problem is not the emotion. The problem is the speed, because when that chain is automatic, you are no longer in control. Whoever triggers the emotion controls the outcome. This is what psychologists call emotional hijacking. Your logic shuts down, your awareness narrows, and your reaction takes over. In that moment, you are no longer choosing. You are executing a script. And once someone learns your script, they can run it whenever they want. Emotional trigger decoupling is the process of breaking that chain, not by suppressing emotion, but by inserting space, a gap, a pause. That pause is everything, because inside that pause, you take control back. Imagine this. Someone tries to provoke you. Normally, you react instantly, but this time, you wait 1 second, 2 seconds, and in that silence, something changes. Instead of reacting, you observe. You ask one simple question. What is actually happening here? Not what you feel, not what it reminds you of, just the raw situation. That question does something powerful. It interrupts the automatic loop. It pulls you out of the reaction and into awareness. And once awareness enters the system, the chain breaks. Now you have options. You can respond or not respond. You can engage or ignore. You can escalate or dissolve the situation entirely. And the other person, they lose control because their trigger didn't work. This is where power begins, not in domination, not in aggression, but in the absence of reaction. Because most people rely on feedback. They say something, they expect a response. They provoke, they expect movement. When that response doesn't come, they become unstable, confused. They don't know where they stand. And in that uncertainty, you gain leverage. At first, this will feel unnatural. Your body will want to react. Your mind will try to justify it. You will feel the urge to respond, just to release the tension. But that tension is the training. Every time you pause instead of reacting, you are rewiring your system. You are teaching your mind, I am not controlled from the outside. And over time, the pause gets longer, the reactions get weaker, and the triggers stop working entirely. People will notice. They will try to provoke you and get nothing. They will push and nothing moves. And eventually, they stop trying because they realize something important. You have no buttons. And a person with no buttons cannot be controlled. If this already shifted something in your thinking, drop this in the comments. I own the pause. Once you create the pause, once you stop reacting automatically, you step into a new position. Not stronger, not louder, but higher, because now you are no longer inside the moment. You are looking at it, and that changes everything. Most people experience life from the inside. Everything feels personal. Everything feels directed at them. Someone criticizes you, and it feels like an attack. Someone ignores you, and it feels like rejection. Someone disrespects you, and it feels like your identity is being challenged. And the moment something feels personal, you are emotionally involved. And the moment you are emotionally involved, you are vulnerable, because now you are not observing the situation. You are inside it. And when you are inside something, you cannot see it clearly. That is where most people lose control. Not because the situation is powerful, but because they are too close to it. Psychological ownership shift is simple, but it is not easy. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And you start asking, what is happening here? That one shift moves you from participant to observer. Now imagine the same situation again. Someone insults you. Old position. They're attacking me. New position. This person is attempting to establish dominance. Old position. I feel disrespected. New position. This is a positioning move. Old position. This hurts. New position. This reveals something about them. Do you see the difference? Nothing about the situation changed, but your relationship to it did. And the moment your relationship changes, your emotional charge drops. Because emotions don't live in reality. They live in interpretation. When you interpret something as personal, you feel it. When you interpret it as data, you study it. And a person who studies the situation will always outperform the person reacting to it. This is why some people seem impossible to shake, not because they don't feel, but because they are not standing where you think they are. They are not in the storm. They are above it, watching, measuring, deciding, and from that position, they see everything. They see intention. They see insecurity. They see strategy. While everyone else is busy reacting, they are busy understanding. And understanding is control. This is how you stop being emotionally affected without becoming cold. Because you are not shutting down emotion. You are relocating yourself to a place where emotion cannot reach you the same way. At first, this will feel strange, almost like you are detached from yourself. But over time, it becomes clarity. You stop taking things personally, not because you don't care, but because you see too much. And once you see the pattern, you cannot unsee it. If you understand this shift, drop this in the comments. I observe. I decide. Now here is where things get even more interesting, because once you stop reacting, and once you stop taking things personally, people will try something else. They will try to read you. They will look for patterns, signals, clues. Because humans need to understand who they are dealing with. And if they can understand you, they can predict you. And if they can predict you, they can control you. So the next step is to make that impossible. Most people are easy to read, not because they are weak, but because they are simple. They operate from one emotional state at a time. Calm or anxious, confident or uncertain, interested or disengaged. One layer, visible, consistent, and consistency makes you predictable. People start noticing patterns. They see when you get excited, you talk more. They see when you feel threatened, you become defensive. They see when you're unsure, you hesitate. And once they map those patterns, they can use them. That is how manipulation works. Not through force, but through predictability. Internal contradiction layering breaks that. Instead of operating from one state, you hold multiple states at once. States that shouldn't logically coexist, but do. Calm and alert. You look relaxed, but you are tracking everything. Every tone shift, every hesitation, every micro-expression. Detached, but aware. You seem uninvolved, but internally, you are processing everything in real time. Engaged, but unmoved. You participate. You respond. You are present, but nothing touches your core. It's like watching a high-stakes game without being emotionally invested in the outcome. Why does this matter? Because people can only read the surface. They see calm and assume you are passive. They see detachment and assume you don't care. They see engagement and assume you are invested. But each read is incomplete, and incomplete information leads to wrong conclusions. They think they understand you, but they don't. They try to predict your reaction, and they fail. They try to trigger a response and get something unexpected, and after a few failed attempts, something shifts. They stop trying to read you because you don't fit into a pattern, and without a pattern, there is no strategy. This is where you become dangerous. Not aggressive, not loud, but unreadable. And unreadable people are impossible to manipulate. The way you build this is simple, but it requires awareness. Start in low-stakes situations. When you talk to someone, be present, but also observe. When you relax your body, keep your mind sharp. When you engage, remove attachment to outcome. You train yourself to operate on 2 layers at once, and over time, this becomes your default. Not something you try to do, but something you are. And when that happens, people cannot locate you. They see you, they hear you, they interact with you, but they cannot define you. And if they cannot define you, they cannot control you. If this made sense to you, drop this in the comments. I cannot be read. By now, you are no longer reacting automatically. You are no longer taking things personally. And you are no longer easy to read. But there is still one problem. Even if you don't react immediately, every small reaction you give away is still information. And information is leverage. Every reaction you show teaches people how to control you. Not in theory, in real time. When you smile at a compliment, they learn what validates you. When you tense up at criticism, they learn what threatens you. When your energy shifts in a conversation, they learn where your emotional pressure points are, and they store that information. Sometimes consciously, most of the time, instinctively. This is how people build a map of you. A map of what excites you, what scares you, what makes you feel small, what makes you feel powerful. And once someone has that map, they don't need to guess anymore. They know exactly where to go. This is why manipulators are effective, not because they are smarter, but because they pay attention to reactions. They test, they observe, they adjust, and every time you react automatically, you help them refine their strategy. Reaction value suppression changes that. You stop treating reactions as automatic outputs and start treating them as strategic decisions. Before you react, you ask one question. Is revealing my state here useful to me? If the answer is no, you don't react. Not by forcing yourself, but by choosing not to give away information. This is where most people get it wrong. They think this means becoming emotionless, cold, disconnected. It doesn't. It means becoming selective, because sometimes showing emotion is powerful. Sometimes it builds trust. It creates connection. It signals confidence. In those moments, you react deliberately, but most of the time, your reaction benefits the other person, not you. Someone provokes you, hoping to get a rise. They want confirmation. They want to see, did it work? Did I get to you? And if you react, you answer their question. Yes, you just gave them feedback, and feedback is fuel. Now watch what happens when you give them nothing. No facial shift, no tone change, no emotional spike, just stillness. Something breaks, because humans expect reciprocity. They expect emotional exchange. When they send something out, they expect something back. When nothing comes back, the loop stays open. And an open loop creates discomfort. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to read you. They don't know if their move worked. So they try again. Stronger, more obvious, more emotional. And while they escalate, you learn. You see their intention, their strategy, their limits, all without giving them anything in return. Over time, they stop trying because there is no reward, no reaction, no feedback, no control, and something else happens. Something internal. Every time you choose not to react, you reinforce control. Not surface control, structural control. You prove to yourself, I decide when I respond. And that changes how you move through the world. Because now, your reactions are rare. And rare reactions carry weight. When you finally do respond, people pay attention. Because they know, if you reacted, it mattered. If you understand this, drop this in the comments. My silence is power. Now here is something even deeper. Even if you control your reactions, even if you stop giving away signals, there is still something inside you that can be used against you. Your past. Most people don't realize this, but they are not reacting to the present. They are reacting to their history. Every insult connects to a past insult. Every rejection connects to a past rejection. Every moment of disrespect triggers an old wound. And over time, those moments build something, a narrative. I'm the kind of person people ignore. I always get disrespected. This always happens to me. And once that narrative forms, it becomes a script. And that script controls your behavior. You start expecting it. You start anticipating it. You start reacting before anything even happens. And here is the dangerous part. Other people can feel it, not consciously, but instinctively. They can sense your insecurity, your unresolved tension, your emotional residue. And once they sense it, they can use it. They can position themselves as validation, trigger your wounds, control your reactions, because you are not responding to them. You are responding to your past. Emotional memory discipline breaks that. Not by forgetting the past, but by separating two things, data and emotion. You keep the data. You remove the emotion. Example, someone lied to you. Most people store it like this. They betrayed me. I'm angry. I can't trust people. You store it like this. This person has demonstrated a willingness to lie. That's it. No anger, no resentment, no replay, just clean information. Because information makes you sharper. Emotion makes you predictable. This is not easy. The brain is wired to hold on to emotional pain. It replays it. It reinforces it. It keeps it alive. So you need discipline. When you catch yourself replaying something, you interrupt it. You ask, what is the useful information here? You extract it, store it, and then you let the emotion go. Not suppress, release. Over time, something powerful happens. You stop carrying weight. You stop reacting to ghosts. You stop living inside old patterns. And most importantly, you become unpredictable because your behavior is no longer tied to your past. There is no script, no pattern, no emotional residue to read. And without that, no one can anticipate you. You are not reacting. You are choosing in real time. And that is one of the most dangerous positions you can be in. If this hit you, drop this in the comments. I carry data, not pain. At this point, you no longer react automatically. You don't take things personally. You don't reveal your internal state. And you're no longer controlled by your past. But there is still one final layer. Because even if you master everything so far, people will still try to understand you. And the moment they understand you, they can build a strategy around you. So the final step is this. You make sure that never happens. Human beings are pattern recognition machines. We watch people. We observe behavior. We collect signals. And from that, we build a model. He's confident. She's emotional. He's passive. She's aggressive. These models help us predict people. And prediction is power. Because if I can predict you, I know how to approach you. I know what will work. I know what won't. That is how influence happens. But here's the problem. If someone has a clean, consistent model of you, they have a blueprint. And a blueprint can be used against you. Perception, fragmentation, destroys that blueprint. Not by becoming random, not by being fake, but by controlling which version of yourself you reveal. In one situation, you are quiet. You listen. You observe. People think he's reserved. In another situation, you speak first. Clear, direct, decisive. Now they think he's dominant. With one person, you are warm, open, curious. With another, you are cold, precise, unreachable. In one moment, you move fast. In another, you move like you have all the time in the world. Each version is real. You are not acting, you are selecting. Selecting which part of yourself leads in that moment. But from the outside, it doesn't make sense. The pieces don't fit together. People try to build a model, but it keeps breaking. They think they understand you until you do something that contradicts it. They adjust, try again, fail again. And after a while, they stop trying because they realize something uncomfortable. You cannot be mapped. And without a map, there is no strategy. They don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to influence you. They don't know how to read you. And while they are trying to figure you out, you are already moving, free. This is not chaos. This is controlled unpredictability. And controlled unpredictability is one of the highest forms of power. If you understand this, drop this in the comments. I cannot be mapped. Now we reach the final level, because even unpredictability is still interaction. And the deepest level of control comes when you step outside the game entirely. Every interaction is an exchange of emotional energy. Someone brings something into the space. Excitement, tension, validation, pressure, neediness. And without thinking, you respond. You match it. You absorb it. You react to it. That is the unspoken contract of human interaction. Energy goes out. Energy comes back. But what happens when the loop doesn't close? Emotional non-participation means this. You don't match the energy. You don't resist it. You don't absorb it. You simply don't engage. The energy is sent, and it lands on nothing. No reaction, no pushback, no emotional exchange, just absence. And this creates something powerful, disorientation, because the human mind expects closure. When I send something, I expect something back. Agreement, disagreement, anything. But when nothing comes back, the loop stays open. And an open loop creates tension. So what does the other person do? They escalate. They become louder, more emotional, more obvious. They try harder to get a response. And while they are escalating, they are revealing everything. What they want, what they fear, how far they're willing to go. And you are watching, calm, detached, clear, learning everything while giving nothing. This is not coldness. This is not avoidance. This is strategic absence. You are present. You are aware, but your emotional core is not available. And when there is no access point, there is no control. This is the highest level, because you are no longer defending yourself. There is nothing to defend. There is no target. And when there is no target, there is no attack. Everything you just learned comes down to one thing: the location of your emotional core. If your emotional core is visible, you can be read. If you can be read, you can be predicted. If you can be predicted, you can be controlled. But when your emotional core is hidden, everything changes. People cannot trigger what they cannot find. People cannot manipulate what they cannot reach. People cannot predict what they cannot read. This is not about becoming cold. This is not about disconnecting from life. You can still feel. You can still connect. You can still care. But now, it is a choice, not a reaction. And that difference is everything. There are 3 types of people. The reactive, controlled by everything around them. The controlled, they appear calm, but can still be read. And then, the unreachable, not guarded, not defensive, built differently. They don't resist the world. They don't fight for control. They simply exist, outside the reach of it. And that is real power. If this video changed the way you think, hit the like button. Send this to someone who is tired of being triggered, controlled, or misunderstood. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now, because this is where you learn what most people will never see. And before you go, drop this in the comments. Structurally untouchable, because that's what you're building. Not a shield, not armor, a system that cannot be reached. Go build it.